Hello world, my name is Ihor and this is a Techno Break. Today I have this guy, Korg Minilogue XD. This is an amazing synth with many features, including analog VCOs, multi-engine, digital multi-engine, great filter with resonance and drive, envelope generators, LFO, and even effects, and so on. Though there is one limitation I don't really like about it, and this limitation is LFO. There is only one LFO with just a couple of destinations, like pitch, shape, and filter cutoff, and that's it. So, what are the workarounds to have more modulation sources? Because for techno of my taste, having one LFO is too little. So, but first one is a sequencer. So basically there is a possibility to live record or manually enter per step, so-called motions. It is something really similar to parameter locks on Elektron machines, and you can get some modulation going. I think up for 4 different modulation sources per step. But there is another workaround as well, which I'm gonna use today, and this workaround is MIDI. By sending some specific MIDI values, you can control most of the parameters of this synth. You can find all the details of MIDI implementation in the user manual, and I'm going to include the link in the description down below. But for today, I made this short list of parameters that might interest me, and I'm going to modulate them with a couple of LFOs from Digitakt and hopefully get some groove going. So for today's setup, I have Minilogue XD, I have Digitakt with drum samples. I have 2 kick drums here because I'd like to make some sort of rumble. Then also Digitakt is going to be a MIDI sequencer and a MIDI clock, clocking the Minilogue and sequencing the Minilogue as well. And I have the Octatrack, but Octatrack today is going to be just live mixer and maybe some performance scenes. That's it. Today I'm gonna start with the Minilogue and then add some drums and then experiment with a couple of LFOs from the Digitakt and modulate some parameters on the Minilogue with them. So yeah, let's do it. I have this initial patch here on the Minilogue and I have set up the MIDI track A so that it can send values or notes into the Minilogue. And what I'd like to do is basically introduce 2 sawtooth waves, switch them into unison to get this super sawtooth wave. Yes, let me put a couple of trigs. Release. Yes, I'd like to set up 2 pages. Basically to have some pitch variation on the first page. Yeah, this one goes to F and this one is C sharp. Filter envelope, resonance, drive. Maybe some chorus. Yes. Nice. Maybe shorter release a little bit. Okay, nice. Cool. Let me add kick drum. So for now I'm gonna mute synth and add on the first track I have this kick sound. I'm gonna just put 4 on the floor. And then I'm gonna go into track 2 and put this more. Which sounds ridiculous, but if I remove all the high end with filter, maybe introduce a little bit of resonance and move the envelope of filter a little bit, so now it gets a little bit of rumble, maybe some overdrive. It shouldn't be too loud, but noticeable. Cool. And then if I add clap now, oh man, it's too loud, of course. Maybe darker. Don't really like the sample itself. Maybe some reverb. Nice, and let's unmute the synth. Maybe a little of docking LFO here on the Octatrack. Not too much, of course. Nice. Cool, that's good for beginning. Now I'd like to start modulating with the MIDI, right? So, and first thing I'd like to do is to modulate multi-mixer. Basically, I'm gonna select one of the shapes I like really much. Is like, I think it's called Decay 2. It does this kind of weird sounds. So what I'm gonna do is modulate, mix. Yeah, let's remove those to hear how it goes from the really beginning. So I'm gonna modulate this mixer multi, and to modulate mixer multi, I need to use CC message number 33. And for that, I'm not gonna use MIDI track A or track 9. I'm gonna go into track 10, just not to mess up with the sequence and all the stuff on the track 9. So track 10. A couple of things to set up. So basically going into the source and enabling channel 13. This is how my Minilogue set up. Then here on amp page, I need to select the value I'd like to modulate. So it's gonna be 22. No, 33, sorry. So 33. And then enable this knob here. And I'm gonna put a trig to trigger the LFO, because in MIDI it doesn't run by default. You need to trigger it once and then it's going to be running really good. So, and if I right now move this, nice. So basically this knob controls this knob. And what I would like to do is to go into the LFO, CC value 1, and slowly modulate. Yes, so it gets this kind of movement. And then goes away and then comes back. Nice. Okay, it's time for hi-hat, open hi-hat. Nice. Again, I'm gonna make it shorter, and as usually 2 last steps longer. Another trick I'd like to do is to put like 2 pages here, and then on the second page messed up a little bit, but it's fine. On the second page, the last hi-hat, I'm gonna put a little bit of delay. Yes, some reverb. Maybe a little overdrive. Nice. So, next thing will be to modulate the envelope generator intensity. So basically our envelope generator is pointing into the filter cutoff, and what I would like to do is to modulate its intensity basically. Let's have a listen. So basically, again, moving it slowly with the LFO. But in this case, we need to be really careful because there is like, it's bipolar. And we need to modulate it only in the positive field. But yeah, it's not that complex. So basically, again, going into track 11, so the next MIDI track, I'm gonna enable track 13 here, then enable CC message here, which is going to be envelope generator intensity number 22. I need to be really careful on the Digitakt. It's so like easy to mess up a little bit when you touch the knob. And then enable this. And right now we're gonna have control. So this is negative part. This is unity, and then it goes into the positive part. So basically I need to leave it somewhere here. Then go into the LFO and enable CC value 1. And then introduce a little bit, but make it slower. I don't really want it to go fast. I need to also put the trig, which triggers the LFO. Yes. And I was like, why it doesn't work? Okay, cool, that will do. So next thing, I think I'd like to modulate VCO2 shape. But also let's put the VCO2 one octave higher. Okay, the VCO2 shape I would like to modulate slightly different, not by just LFO running like triangle, but rather some random stuff with sample and hold. Let's have fun with it. So track 12, again, enabling track 13, going into here. So I need to modulate VCO2 shape. VCO2 shape is 37. So I'm gonna select 37 here. Then enable this knob here and then put a trig, which triggers the LFO. And yeah, let's have a listen. Yeah, let's put random LFO here and modulate it fully with random shape and then sample and hold, so that whenever a trigger happens it kind of holds it. Speed doesn't really matter in that case too much. Okay, that's cool. Let's introduce the 16th hi-hat. Of course it is too loud. Some more distortion, and I'd like transients to be a bit more present. Oh, that will do. And then make it shorter, and this trick with LFO and amp decay. Just a little bit so that it moves slowly, and random shape as well. Nice. Maybe clap a little bit louder. Okay, and the last thing I would like to modulate is the shape of multi-engine, also with the random LFO. So I'm gonna go into track 13, yes, enable channel 13, and then, yeah, it works. Then on the amp page, I'm gonna enable, so what I need is shape of the multi-engine, so multi-shape message 54. Then go into filter page, enable the knob, and then also put a trig, which is gonna trigger the LFO. And yeah, let's see how it goes. Yes, works. So this one I would like also to modulate like this, fully, and random shape and sample and hold. Oh, maybe not. something like this. Okay, I like it. Maybe some reverb. Plate reverb. Now I need to enable compressor just to okay, that's really nice. Yeah, so we've got 4 different modulations coming from the Digitakt into the Minilogue. So basically extended the modulation opportunities for the Minilogue itself. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it for today. I think that was fun, and I kind of gave the Minilogue the second life with the MIDI modulation, because definitely for me was not too much at all, like just one LFO. And we haven't used the LFO, by the way. Let's use it. Maybe going like 4 bars and slowly move the cutoff filter. Nice. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If so, put a like on it. If you did not enjoy, put a dislike and let me know how can I improve those videos for you. Let me know what you think about it in the comment section down below. Consider subscribing to support this channel, and have fun.